And it's Mothberg again. Mothberg again, y'all. Guys, we have got a really cool video for you today. This right here, that, guys, is the Alope Sphinx. Erinus alope. It's one that I haven't seen very many of here in South Florida. You know, you find the caterpillars on some papaya trees every now and then, but I actually found several at the light in North Key Largo, which was pretty rare. I can't wait to mount this guy. We know we got to take this slow because we don't want to put too many bugs into the rehydration chamber than we can handle. We don't want them to, ruin our specimen. So let's get to mounting the Alope Sphinx. All right, guys, in our quest to mount all of our Mothberg moths, check this out. We got some scales flying up here. All right, we have here a fairly fresh Erinus alope, the Papaya Sphinx. All right, so this is a male specimen. It's been in the freezer for about 4 months now, and we're gonna put this alope in the rehydration chamber here for several hours. We probably do a little tendon cutting on the wings there, and we'll get that thing going so we can show you what the Alope Sphinx looks like here shortly. All right, folks, time to mount some really cool moths, including this is our Papaya Sphinx, Erinus alope. We are going to sever the tendons on the wings here to make our lives much easier. And the specimen's pretty moist. The good thing about mounting, using boiling water when you're rehydrating moths is that boiling water takes a lot shorter of a period of time to rehydrate than if you're using room temperature water. So we've only been waiting a couple hours since we put these specimens in the rehydration chamber, and now they're ready to go. See how, it's still not super pliable. It's always best to mount your moths fresh as soon as you catch them if possible. But when you have life and wife and children and all that stuff that gets in the way, you just can't always get to it right away. So we are gonna mount this pretty cool moth, guys. Comment down below if you've ever seen an Alope Sphinx before. It's a very cool moth. I would imagine that they would be more common in South Florida because people have papaya everywhere. But the truth is, you just don't see them very often. And so it's a cool thing when you finally, every now and then, when you see a Papaya Sphinx moth, it's a very cool thing to see one of these. And I think we got 3 of them in one night in the Keys, which is a really cool thing. Especially because in North Key Largo, I don't think there's any papaya up there either. So they're probably feeding on some other plant in the Northern Keys, because papaya is not just growing naturally out in the hammocks. Not for us to find 3 or 4 of them, but we hardly ever see these guys in the Keys. Almost never. And that's about it, guys. Our Papaya Sphinx is almost ready. We just got to cover the wings and be done with it. It's a great moth. I love this kind of like backbone looking situation it's got going on the abdomen. I've always loved that about our oh gosh, my brain is not firing right now. On our Erinus species, we have that really cool abdomen where it's got these, it looks like a rib cage going down the abdomen. It's pretty cool. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna take our first bug off the board here, our Alope Sphinx, Erinus alope, and it looked a lot more fresh when we caught it. I don't know how so many scales get removed when we're getting the specimen into a jar, into an envelope, get it home. Now it's been in a freezer for a few months. Get it out, put it in a relaxing or a rehydration chamber. Now we're putting it on a board. Now it's been on a board for a week and a half. Now it's coming off of a board. And somehow or another, during that time, they just don't look as fresh a lot of times as they do when you first get them. And sometimes they do, but this time he looks a little tired. But it's okay. I'm still excited about it because it's not an easy bug to find in the Florida Keys, and we've now got one. So we're gonna put this guy, give him a label, and call it a day. All right, guys, the Alope Sphinx. It's got that really cool checkered abdomen, nice big yellow hind wing. Not an easy moth to find in South Florida. It used to be more common, not so much anymore. And damn it. I'm gonna put a label on him, and we're going to get him on our block and into our box. Guys, that's it for the Alope Sphinx. We've got some pretty moths in the Florida Keys, guys, and we've got a lot of taxonomy we're doing with some really rare guys like these ones here. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll show you some more beauties like this from the Florida Keys. Until next time, let's get out there and find some cool bugs. Bye now.